Hey everyone, I'm Joseph Payton. It is certainly an emotional week in Huntington, West Virginia, and an emotional week for a community 100 miles away for the same reason. 4 members of that Marshall football team in 1970 who passed away in the plane crash were from the same hometown, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now 55 years later, those 4, Robert Van Horn, Larry Sanders, Joe Hood, and Freddie Wilson, have been immortalized in bronze. Keith Morehouse and Jimmy Tracy were there on Wednesday morning as the statues of those 4 were unveiled at the local YMCA there in Tuscaloosa. Keith spoke with Joe Hood's niece, who says the families of those 4 will certainly never forget who they were and what they did.
It is an amazing day. It's a day that we will relish for the rest of our lives. That this opportunity has presented itself for the players that left here over 55 years ago to play at Marshall University, and we're just grateful that they're being recognized by the city of Tuscaloosa.
And Keith Morehouse will have the full story from Tuscaloosa on Thursday at 6 o'clock. As for this Saturday, the Herd will be playing in honor of those 4 gentlemen and 71 others in the annual 75 game. It will be Marshall's toughest test of the conference slate, with James Madison coming to Huntington. The Dukes are led by quarterback Alonzo Barnett, with their lone loss of the season coming at the hands of the 15th-ranked Louisville Cardinals back in Week 2. They have won by a double-digit margin in 6 of their 7 victories. And Marshall head coach Tony Gibson says his guys better bring, of course, that emotion and their A game with them on Saturday afternoon if they want to upset the Dukes.
They believe, and when you watch them play, they play extremely hard on both sides of the ball. They're physical on offense, physical on defense. When they block you, their tight ends, their offensive line, they try to bury you. So, we're going to have our work cut out for us, and I'm looking forward though to watching our guys, how we're going to respond again, coming off a loss, not playing well.
Well, they're still celebrating in Athens after Tuesday night's win over arch rival Miami. The win puts Ohio in a 4-way tie atop the MAC standings with Miami, Buffalo, and Western Michigan. The Bobcats fell behind 3 separate times in the second half against the Redhawks, but kept finding ways to respond, retake the lead, and ultimately lead the game when 4 zeros were on the clock at the end of it. Head coach Brian Smith says it's a testament to the culture of the program and the players' willingness to buy in to a first-year head coach.
Yeah, I think it means that they're, believing and trusting in the way they're getting coached and what our mindset is going to games. We push very hard on our toughness, how hard we play, and playing a full 4-quarter game. And it's ingrained in the culture that's been developed here and that we're continuing to develop.
All right, state semis between Huntington, St. Joe, and Braxton County. The Irish brought their offense with them down to Beckley. Hudson Musavi serves it up for Liam Templeton. You know it, back of the net, and we're headed over to Josh McComas behind the camera to celebrate. Thanks for the video, Josh. Later in the first half, Gabe Miller snipes one with the right foot. 2-0 lead for the Fighting Irish. Then a free kick for Briar Wagner. Oh my, upper 90. What a shot. Floodgates have opened. They can sense a state title berth. It feels inevitable at this point. Later on, another scoring chance. They capitalize. It's Gabriel Watts this time. Back of the net, 4-0 St. Joe. And they keep pouring it on. Musavi, off the second shot attempt, finds the net. St. Joe wins 6-0. And they're headed to the state championship game on Friday against Wheeling Central. Finally, a magical season for Sissonville girls soccer comes to an end. Lincoln wins 4-0 in the semifinal. Sissonville finishes the year at 15-6-2. That's all for sports. We'll be back with more news after this.